so glad that you could be here today. I'm Drama Sue. If you don't know who I am, you may not recognize me. Right. I look a little different. We have been working on a Readers Theater unit since January, and this is our culminating show, or showcase. The reason we do Readers Theater here at Dixie is because we really want our students to work on oral language skills. It's something that's really important, and you will use it for the rest of your life. And the sooner you start using it and working on it in elementary school, when you get to middle school and high school and get into college, you will be prepared. We want our children to be prepared in this world because getting a job ain't easy. So we want them to know how important it is to be able to communicate with other people. Also, the other reason that's very close to my heart is that my daughter could not read till 3rd grade. And some of the children are much more fluent readers than others. Please don't fret about that. I had a daughter that in 3rd grade was still struggling to read, and we were worried. We were just worried. We didn't know what was going on, and we weren't one of those parents that didn't read to our kids. We read to them all the time. We were totally immersed in being a parent, but for some reason, it just didn't click for her. And then in 3rd grade, it all fell together, and she was able to read. And now she's turning 30, and she graduated college, and she can read, thank goodness. And she's getting married on September 1st, so everything is good in our life. We're very happy. So she's moved on. Dixie was a great place for her. It helped her to grow as an individual. That's the other thing that's really important for us here, that you find out who you are at Dixie. That's why we offer so many different things here. That's why we have drama. That's why we have art. That's why we have a computer lab, and we have a science lab, and we even have PE. Let them see what is available, and then they can pick and choose what they want to do in middle school. A lot of the children are going to Millikan in the Science Academy or the Performing Arts Academy. They have a Humanities Academy. So there's a lot of opportunity at Millikan, which is we're their feeder school, to really zoom in on the things that you like to do, so that when you get to high school, you can go to Loxa if you want to go there for the performing arts, or you want to go to the zoo magnet, which I think is at Van Nuys High School. There's so much available, but we want to start here in elementary school. We want to give them everything. We want to show them the world, and then let them make their choices, with your help, of course. So we're doing Readers Theater. I always make this decision. Do I pass the mic around, or do I let them just work on their projecting? Unfortunately, the projecting doesn't seem to work yet. They're still working on that. So when you pass the mic around in a Readers Theater presentation, it kind of slows the story down a little bit. But they're working on passing that mic quickly. And I always say, I'm going to sit here and watch my children. Would I want to hear them or not hear them? And I would want to hear my kids. So the mic's going to be passed down. You're not going to see any dancing or singing, because that's not Readers Theater. Readers Theater is basically storytelling. And you're going to see a tremendous improvement from last year when we did it in 2nd grade. This is now our 3rd grade Readers Theater. And the children really have improved. And we worked on our oral language skills. We worked on a little bit of our body language and our facial expressions and how we tell a story with our voice. So without further ado, I'd like to present Ms. Fenton's class performing a group of fairy tales. Our first fairy tale today is called Spiderella.
Spiderella lived with her 2 ladybug stepsisters. The stepsisters were very mean. They were constantly making fun of Spiderella. They always made Spiderella do all the chores.
We're both beautiful ladybugs. We have pretty spots and dainty wings. We have 6 legs. You have 8 legs. Yeah, you're weird, Spiderella. You have 2 extra legs. The only thing your extra legs are good at is doing housework. Hop to it, Spiderella. Put those extra legs to work. Sweep out the pantry. Clean up the kitchen. We're ladybugs. We're too sweet and pretty to do housework. Besides, we might hurt one of her beautiful wings.
Spiderella went about her work sadly. Her 2 mean ladybug stepsisters simply sat around the house chattering and gossiping. They were both very excited. There was going to be a big bug ball thrown by the cicada prince.
I'm so excited. I want to look beautiful so that the cicada prince will fall in love with me. I'm going to wear a lovely ball gown, and the cicada prince will asked me to marry him.
I'd like to go to the bug ball too.
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard. You have 8 legs, not 6. How do you even dance? The only thing you're good is for cleaning and spinning webs. Go spin us gowns for the ball.
The day of the ball arrived. The cruel ladybug stepsisters set off wearing the gowns that Spiderella had spun. Spiderella stayed home, dressed in rag clothing and doing chores. Spiderella washed and dried the dishes with her 8 legs. She was very sad.
Oh, I wish I could go to the bug ball. It would be so much fun.
Spiderella was crying so hard that she didn't even notice she had a visitor. It was a brown insect with wings and a tiny tiara. It was her fairy godmother.
Why are you crying, Spiderella?
I wish I could go to the bug ball.
And you shall, my dear. I am your fairy godmother, and I will grant your wish. Now, Spiderella, go fetch an acorn.
Spiderella picked out a nice round acorn. The fairy godmother flapped her wings, and the acorn turned into a tiny acorn coach. It was drawn by 4 strong ants.
Thank you, Fairy Godma. What a wonderful way to travel to the bug ball, but I don't have anything to wear.
Don't worry, my dear. I will give you a beautiful outfit.
The fairy godmother flapped her wings. Suddenly, Spiderella's rags turned into a beautiful dress. The fairy godmother flapped her wings one more time. The glass slippers appeared before Spiderella. There were 8 of them, set up in a neat row. Spiderella put on the 8 glass slippers and climbed into the acorn coach, drawn by 4 strong ants.
Well, I'm off to the bug ball.
Have a wonderful time, dear. But remember, be home by the stroke of midnight. Otherwise, your acorn coach will turn back into an acorn and your gown will turn back to rags.
At the bug ball, Spiderella had a wonderful time. She danced with a very handsome cricket and an extremely humorous roly-poly.
And now I'd like to play a song for the most beautiful bug at the ball. He's walking right toward me. You're bugging out, sis. He's obviously walking toward me.
The cicada prince walked past the 2 ladybugs and stood directly in front of Spiderella. He began to rub his wings together, and it made a lovely buzzing sound. Spiderella couldn't believe it. The prince was playing a special song just for her. She was the bug of the ball.
You're a beautiful bug. Together we could be snug. We could live in a rug or inside an old jug.
What a lovely song.
Thank you. Would you care to dance the jitterbug with me?
Spiderella and the cicada prince danced the jitterbug. But soon Spiderella realized that it was nearly midnight. She scurried out of the ball, moving so quickly that she lost all 8 of her glass slippers. The next day, the cicada prince traveled around the forest trying to find the beautiful bug that had captured his heart. He brought the 8 tiny glass slippers with him. If he could find who they belonged to, he would have found his love bug. He knocked on the door of the home where Spiderella and the 2 ladybugs lived.
Who is it? Who is it? It's the cicada prince. I'll open the door.
Good afternoon, ladybugs.
Hello, Prince. Can I get you a lump of sugar to chew on? can I get you a glass of bug juice?
No, thank you, Ladybugs. But I do have a favor to ask. Can each of you try on these glass slippers? The first Ladybug stepsister tried on a glass slipper, but it was too small and didn't fit. But the second Ladybug found that the slippers fit just fine.
There, I put on all 6 slippers. I am a true love. Now give me a big fat cicada kiss.
Not so fast. There are 8 slippers, not 6.
8 slippers?
Just then the cicada prince noticed Spiderella looked rather familiar. Spiderella looked rather familiar. He asked her to try on the glass slippers. They fit and she had the right number of legs. He found his left leg.
It's you. You're the beautiful girl from the book. I love you, sir. You'll be my little spider wife.
Of course I will, my prince, but I'd like to get rid of these glass slippers. They're really hard to walk around in.
And so, Spiderella and the cicada prince lived happily ever after. The cicada prince would often rub his wings together and sing silly songs. Spiderella always either went barefoot or wore sneakers.